I want to thank everybody for watching Crypto Revolution. We talk about everything crypto daily. I want to thank everybody that's been hitting that like button. Been getting a lot of likes. I'm trying to get 1,000 likes a video. So let's take 2 seconds, smash that like button for me. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you guys wanted somebody to count on to bring you all the up-to-date crypto news every single day, subscribe to the channel. I'll do that for you. Jumping right into the market today in crypto. Green day for Bitcoin, 2.61% price increase. Overall market cap of cryptocurrency, $223 billion. Bitcoin SV is up 17%. Has this been a leading indicator for Bitcoin's move? Also, Dash is another one. We've been trading Dash in the group as well. This is, you guys probably remember yesterday's video. A lot of people were calling me out in the comments. I said, Bitcoin move coming in the next 24 hours. Boom. Got them. It's tough to read the situation. Is it going to break higher or not? But, you know, obviously you watch, all you do, you set your alerts, right? And you play the move, you buy the breakout. It's a lot easier than trying to guess which direction it's going to break, okay? You can use stop losses. You implement stop losses, you minimize your risk. Now, the Bitcoin 30-minute chart real quick, shorter time frame. And you can see clearly this white triangle target here broke out. We did hit the target, okay, which is right around 84.50. Now this yellow falling wedge target, yellow falling wedge here, is up here about 8,800. Okay, so remember, this price action doesn't move in straight line, so it would be perfectly normal to get some type of a retest down here for a possible entry. Again, nothing's guaranteed. We know this in crypto. So you had good volume coming in. This is really important. The pattern on the RSI broke higher. This is probably one of the biggest things I've learned over the last 6 months is these patterns on the RSI are very good to trade, and they make the patterns that you see on the price action very valid as well. So start kind of paying attention. Like if you get a head and shoulders on the RSI, you might have a completely different pattern on the price action. And it's important to kind of watch what the RSI is doing. So this is the 4-hour Bitcoin chart. And you see, again, falling wedge we talked about previously. Now, this candle hasn't even closed to the upside. This is a 4-hour candle. You know, so potentially there'll be some more buyers coming in after this candle closes, if assuming it does close above the upper trend line of this falling wedge. Again, you see pretty good volume coming in here as well. So big move for the bulls. It'd be great to see a good bullish continuation to the upside. I want to give a shout out to a buddy of mine who's in my group. He's an admin. His name's Trip. He came into the group, and probably every day he asked me quite a few questions, every single day since I can remember. And he was like a sponge. You know, when he watched the videos that I posted, he's really taken this to a next level. He's been in the group about 7 months, I think. And now, you know, he's an admin. He's helping people out every day. And that's really what's helped me get a lot better and improve at technical analysis, is helping everybody. Obviously, making these videos every day helps me learn a lot about crypto. Posting charts, posting setups, everything I do in the group has made me progress exponentially over time. And so, you know, basically, I ask everybody in the group to help each other because it will help them. And then as people in the group get better, it's like a cohesive network of people working together to trade this market. I want to give a shout out to Trip because he's done amazing. He sent me this message on the 12th yesterday, and he said, man, you were right about so many things. Number one, I'm excited about how much easier this is now, because I told him, I said, man, this is going to everything's going to fall into place for you, and everything's going to get so much easier. So he made a bunch of profits on IOST. It looks like he was up about 36% right here. Here's another situation where he said he bought back into IOST and he was up 45%. Shout out to Andrew Wilson as well. He's younger, he's 20. And again, he came into the group and he didn't really understand how to trade at all. Never traded. Both of these guys never traded. And now they're leaders in the group. If you guys want to join the cryptocurrency trading group, you want to pay in crypto, email me, cryptobitcoinchris@gmail.com. I'll get you set up and in the group today. If you pay with crypto for 6 months, you get a 20% discount. If you pay with crypto for the year, you get a 30% discount and an additional month for free. If you guys want to pay with a card month to month, you can do so. So just know that I'm dedicated to your success as well as the group's success. I want to see people, I'm built like this. I find success in seeing other people succeed. This is a Bitcoin ATM. Shout out to Amir who sent me this. So this is pretty cool. And it says hodl. on the ATM, hodl Bitcoin digital services. The question I asked on Twitter was, hey, which is more confusing to people coming in to this gas station? Is it the Bitcoin idea, or is it this fact that hold spelled wrong, right? So anyways, so they got Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, they've got Ethereum and Litecoin, changing the game. Mainstream adoption, baby. So Mean Hash tweeted, almost 12 million dumped last night. This is Bitcoin. And you can see these pink bars at the top. These are the dumps. This is the volume, the green lines at the bottom. So you can see directly. So basically $12 million worth of Bitcoin was sold last night. And really, it didn't affect the price. The price was able to maintain its levels. So again, this is a good sign of strength. So when you find this type of information, it's very important to understand how to interpret it. By the way, if you guys are not following me on Twitter, make sure and go do that right now. Follow me, cryptobtc_Chris. For example, today, Bitcoin's breaking out as soon as it happens. I posted on Twitter today, so make sure and follow me there. Twitter considering Bitcoin tipping via Square. So Jack Dorsey, who's the CEO of Twitter and Square, now he's a big Bitcoin proponent, right? He buys Bitcoin. I think it was $10,000 or $20,000 a week he buys. Basically, this article talks about how Twitter appears to be considering a feature that's going to allow users to tip one another. The article cites an unnamed pair of individuals that are familiar with the company's decisions. The CEO is basically stated that Bitcoin is one day going to be the currency of the internet. His company Square is integrating cryptocurrency payments. And even, like I said, Jack Dorsey is stacking Satoshis. He's buying Bitcoin every single week. If Twitter starts allowing Bitcoin tipping, the game changes quickly. Mainstream adoption. Real quick, I want to talk to you about PureVPN. So I use this all the time, like for security purposes. If I'm traveling, if I'm out, my phone defaults picks up, free Wi-Fi wherever I'm at. Okay, so that kind of potentially could expose your data information, and if anything that I'm doing as far as cryptocurrency goes, like, I'm very protective. I want to make sure that I don't have any issues. The data theft is already a big issue right now, and you can just imagine what it's going to be like going forward. So if you guys haven't signed up for a VPN yet, let's say you want to use Binance.com, regular Binance, right? You want to use BitMEX, Bybit, sign up for PureVPN. There's a link in the description for PureVPN, and it does support the channel. CME tops Bakkt reported Bitcoin options volumes in one day. So CME kicked off trading its Bitcoin's options on Monday. The launch came after the ICE-owned Bakkt launched its own option product in early December. So in one day, CME surpassed Bakkt's reported volumes, 2.19 million versus 1.15 million. So CME is a lot bigger and more established than what Bakkt is. Bitcoin fork, Bitcoin SV is up 85% over the last 2 weeks. Moon edition. Bitcoin SV has continued its upward ascent today since reaching a 6 month high of 172 per coin. It's important to understand that there's hints in this market, things are changing. I'm just putting that out there. U.S. judge gives Craig Wright until February 3rd to access 1.1 million Bitcoin at the heart of an ongoing lawsuit. So this is kind of a charade at this point. So Wright was granted a request to extend a period of discovery. So there's a mysterious bonded courier that can unlock the encrypted Tulip Trust. So Wright claims the trust is currently inaccessible because several keys are held by an unnamed intermediary. So remember, the trust, the Tulip Trust, essentially Dave Kleiman and Craig Wright together are Satoshi Nakamoto. And a lot of people would say, no, 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 no. But here we are. We're about to find out. So whatever happens, just know that there's this trust. And in 2012, it was established. And 8 years later, these keys, these cryptographic assets are supposed to be returned. So there was 428 documents in the Tulip Trust, and this may contain evidence as far as who is actually the owner of the Bitcoin mined jointly by Craig Wright and Dave Kleiman. So documents details are unknown. Craig Wright has requested it remain sealed, but he has got 10 days to produce a redacted version. So will the real Satoshi please stand up? Again, the interesting thing here is this is a $1 billion lawsuit, and it was filed over a year ago when Ira Kleiman, so Dave Kleiman passed away, right? And originally he's the one that worked with Craig Wright. Now Ira Kleiman's the brother, and he brought this $1 billion lawsuit towards Craig Wright. who basically he maintains is Satoshi Nakamoto. And he basically said, hey, Craig Wright, you defrauded us of 1.1 million Bitcoin. At the end of the day, we're going to get to the bottom of this, and we're going to find out. The Satoshi mystery will be solved. Comparing current Bitcoin breakout to historic October China rally. So this gentleman posted a chart basically just talking about the similarities of this huge run-up. Remember, like the fourth biggest run-up in Bitcoin history ever. And just was talking about how this looks similar potentially. It's interesting to note that he drew this trend line. A lot different than potentially I drew this trend line. I was having a conversation with somebody today. Like, this is more, technical analysis is more of an art than a science. Okay, just because my way is different than your way doesn't make me or you wrong. Like, a lot of it's going to come out in the wash, and the price action is going to tell us what it is, right? But there's a lot of ways to look at this market. And, you know, it's important to kind of get somebody else's insight. You know, always there's a ton of real talented YouTubers that are involved in technical analysis. And it's important to kind of take little bits and pieces from everybody and put together a strategy that works specifically for you. Boom, boom. Love it. Dash passed Ethereum Classic. We're back in the top 20. Listen, we've been trading Dash in the group. It's been killing it. I talked to you guys about Dash when it first started moving higher. XRP could be classified as a security by the SEC, according to the CFTC chairman. Now I'm about to get 1,000 comments about this guy. Go ahead and comment in the comment box just about something. Doesn't have to be about XRP. But so basically they're saying there's still no clarity about XRP status as a security, according to the CFTC chairman, Heath Tarbert. Heath Tarbert is the chairman of the Commodities Futures Trading Commission. Suggested that XRP, the third biggest crypto, could be classified as a security by the SEC during his most recent interview with Cheddar. So, however, Tarbert does say that the situation is still not clear. The token could be considered a commodity, and it would fall under the purview of the CFTC. So is it a commodity? Is it a security? Like, that's the thing about this market. We have to know this. Like, there's so much gray area that needs to be resolved. What I would say to this is it doesn't even matter. It doesn't really even matter. You know why? Because EOS was a good example of this. You know, the EOS, some things happened with EOS. EOS paid some fines and fees, and they're fine. They come out and they say, hey, XRP is a security. Hey, you know what? They pay some fines and some fees, and it doesn't even matter. So I wouldn't, you know, get too stressed out about this situation. Now, the Ripple chief, he's calling XRP lawsuit outrageous. So Brad Garlinghouse thinks this pivotal court date that's approaching. The lawsuit is outrageous. Basically, there's a guy that lost some money in XRP, and he said, hey, this is security. So now here it is. You know, this is the court calendar. Courtroom 3, third floor, courtroom deputy, Kelly Collins. Like, this is going to court, and this happens on January the 15th now. So we're going to see. The thing that would happen, and the thing that we have to pay attention to, is there could be a precedent set with this court case. But definitely, I'll keep you guys updated on this. Big picture, XRP to moon. Critical buy signal flips for only the third time during the bear market. I would say this. XRP has got a good setup right now, okay? At some point, it's going to break out to the upside, and it's going to run hard. These coins break out because of their patterns, and I could show you this time and time again. News is important, but it's not as important as it will be. When retail FOMO's into this market, news is going to be even more important. Like these, right now, there's a lot of technical traders, and they're trading on technicals first and foremost. Yeah, we do get news pumps, but you see they're kind of short-lived. They kind of sell off pretty fast. So, again, I just want, if I plant one seed with you guys and you start to look at technical analysis, I don't care where you learn it from. China moving closer to the digital yuan launch. Okay, so at the end of the day, China's launching their digital crypto. It's coming. And then the United States is going to feel pressure. Hey, we need to start the digital dollar. And so we're going to get this boom of national cryptocurrencies coming all over the world. Ethereum Classic successfully hard forks to Agartha. So ETC hard fork successful. If you guys like the content that I provide on a daily basis, be sure and subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment below, hit the bell for notifications. Thanks so much. I will see you guys tomorrow.